Hello, this is Andrea Tinocchi showing you the full stack web app that I created for the final project. It's called GuestEase. You can see the logo in here. It's a prototype of a bread and breakfast, 8-room bed and breakfast, because the purpose of this app is basically to investigate how the booking system works, but also because, according to my research, plenty of small hospitality businesses still rely on manual booking systems over the phone or rely on OTAs, online travel agencies that charge high fees and stuff like that. So the idea was basically to create this app that can be then scaled up and used on several type of businesses, hospitality businesses. We have a search form in here that will enable us to search for the rooms that are available based upon the parameters that we have added in here. So for instance, check-in March 15 and check-out 16. We can also change number of guests. We have a maximum of 5 guests for a room that is grand suite, for instance. But we can also change this research like this, and we will have rooms that have like 1 guest. For instance, in here, we also have some tags. So if we tag remote work friendly, it will filter in all those rooms that have this characteristic. Basically are rooms that are more suitable for those that work remotely and want some quietness. And so when we are here, then we can also check the room details, and we have a carousel checking all the images of the room itself. Now I'm going a little bit fast because of time constraints, but we can also see that there is a room stay policy that is the same across the board for all rooms. We also can check the reviews that I created myself, creating several test accounts. And here we can book now, and we'll have a Stripe checkout. We can just add a test card. Of course, we are using testing keys. So for instance, we can use this one. We go here, we just paste it, sorry, and we can just make up some data in here, and we will be good to go. And at this point, a setup intent will be created, and we will be confirmed that the booking has occurred successfully. There will be no payment. The payment will occur within 24 hours from check-in. So, for instance, in here, since the check-in is today, it will soon occur as there will be a cron in here that will be running this function, hitting a function that we have set up in Supabase edge function section. And so every 10 minutes, this cron will run and will check whether the booking has the column charged as false or true. If it is false, it will turn to true and will be charging the payment method that is basically attached to the booking itself. At this point, we can also check the account my trip page. In here, we will have all the reservations, upcoming and past reservations as well. We will see some, well, the patterns here are grayed out because when the check-in is within 24 hours, there will be no chance for the user to update or cancel the booking. But in other cases, we can update, for instance, and for instance, we can go like this, and so reduce the number of nights. In this case, we won't be prompted to re-enter the credit card because the number of nights are actually less than the original booking. But then we have also past booking, and we can add actually a review. That was nice, for instance, that was nice, and we can submit this review in here. The review has been submitted successfully, and we will be able to see it in here. That was nice is actually the last one. And we also have the chance to see our profile, and we can also update the profile itself. Now, because of time constraints that we have for this presentation, I'm showing you a user that is a guest and admin at the same time. As you can see in user profile, this user will have access to both the the account My Trips page as well as the admin dashboard. But other users won't have this opportunity, of course, because we have set up these two roles, admin and guest, in Supabase, and this email here with these users will happens to be actually an admin as well. So I will show you the admin dashboard in here. So we have 4 pages, one for all bookings retrieved in here from Supabase of all users. Then we have the all users in here, all rooms, and all reviews. Uh, all of them have complete CRUD stack functions. So we can create, for instance, a booking. We can select this room. We can select an email like this, and we can then select some dates, check in and check out. This, by the way, will also check whether the room is available or not. There will be an error showed in here. Now, uh, I don't know exactly the availability of this room, but it will show basically an error. In this case, we are okay, so we can go ahead and just follow the same process that the user will follow. Basically, the assumption here is that the admin will receive the credit card details maybe over the phone because the user was not able to proceed by themselves. It might be that some users are actually not so, let's say, tech savvy. And the admin can do that, or maybe the front desk as well, operator can do that for the user. And the booking is now created. And then we will see some buttons in here, update and delete are not available for past bookings. And even when the check-in occurs at that point, not even the admin would be able to update the booking, but they will be able to delete in case the users ask them, because it might be that the users were not able to go to stay at GuestEase for some reason, and then they can delete. According then to the policy stay, there will be a refund as well if there are some nights left. But some other nights would be charged because the charging, basically the refund starts from the night after the day when the cancellation happens. Um, then there is this filter in here, and we can filter, for instance, the bookings based on the room. So we will see, for instance, all bookings for this room, and then there are plenty of other ways that we can filter this. And then the same applies for the users. We can also create rooms. In here, I have like a testing room right now that we can, for instance, cancel, or we can also update, maybe adding some other images. Like, for instance, we can add these 2 images like randomly, just to show you some of the functionalities that we have. And in here right now, we have added these images in here. This is the testing room, but we can also go back and just delete it. After all, this is just a test. So we can delete it. We go here and we have deleted. And another thing that I would like to show you is the email notifications that we received. Unfortunately, I can only show you one email. I cannot show you different emails of different users, as we are using Resend. Resend in the free tier will work only with one email. So in here, for instance, when there is a booking confirmation, as we have seen before as a user, we receive this type of email in here template. When the cron runs after the booking confirmation, when we are within the 24 hours from check-in, we will be getting this email, the payment successful, and then we will have a range of other emails, like when review has been submitted, etc. So this is pretty much how GuestEase works. Thank you.